Hello everyone, No Respawns here, hope you're doing well. So we're back again with Fallout 76, and we're actually on my main character, not my building guy. The reason being is in the last video we moved my main base, and I wanted to build something cool for my main dude. So I basically have two characters, one who I do most of my building videos on, and then a kind of a main that I effectively have a more permanent base. I'm going to be building the permanent base again. So I've already traced out what I want to make. I'm going to make a kind of sort of fortress thing. I quite like what I've done. It's quite different to how we've done it before. But let me show you where we are. So we are just, basically, there's Welch Station. There's the train tracks. You've got Hornwright Air Purifier Site 03 and AMS testing site. So it's a pretty easy location to get to. Mount Blair Train Yard. I quite like this. This is quite cool. The reason why I chose this area, as you can already see already, it's a massively flat area. Like, I remember stumbling across it and being like, right, we're building here. It's got cool few features around, which is grand, but it's just how flat it is. It's very rare to find something as flat a surface as this, and I was like, right. So I'm going to be building my fort thing here. However, obviously, you build what you want, really, because you've got an absolutely awesome area. Like, it's massive. The enemies are quite low level around here. I did have a Scorch Beast fly over one time. However, I just think it was just a random attack rather than necessarily one that scripted appeared in the area. But that might be a famous last words. So let's jump straight into it. So I said I've left a little bit of the structure in place already just to kind of save me time aligning stuff. But effectively, I've made it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. I'm going to make it a little bit deeper than it was before, actually. Because I've got plans. I wanted to make use on my main characters this what's it called, the backwards bungalow, just because I don't know, I want to mix kind of making a secure fort with something awesome, basically. So I've got quite a few walls. It's quite fun. I've been playing around with this, and I kind of wanted to mix, as you'll see in a second. I'm going to take some of these walls out, spoiler, in a second. But I kind of wanted to mix the concrete and the wood textures together. Sure, we're going to do that one? Yeah. I might have to have it like this. Yeah, okay, cool. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That will do. That was a Babe Pig in the City quote, in case you're curious. I'm full of all of those movie quotes. Right. Also, it's just in the morning here as well, so I do love the ash heap. It doesn't get enough. It doesn't get enough love, actually. Right, so we're gonna pop that one out, and we're gonna pop that one out. And I guess I could pop another one out. Can I do the corners? I won't be able to squeeze anything in the corners. I could probably do something here. How close is that? No, I'm not gonna put something there. Oh God, let me place it down. I have to move it back now, aren't I? Been awkward. So basically, we're gonna have to put these turret things. Actually, no, I can just. I can probably just move that around. 1 second. So what I want to do is we're gonna have like wooden towers and stuff. And I'm kind of trying to have them while also having this. I could just be smart. I can have it like that direction, and then I can have it on the corners probably. I absolutely love this thing. Obviously, I don't know if it's still available or not actually. So you can just build something else in here. But this is my main's house, so. I wanted this because it's cool, and I haven't actually lived in it because I had my pre-existing base. So basically, yeah, I can even have room to shunt this to the side a little bit. Is that not even remotely centered? Oh, actually, that's a little to the left, and it should be grand. I could even use the doorway to line myself up. That would be a little bit. That would be a little bit clever, wouldn't it? Cool. Right, okay, so the great thing about these walls is that they are quite flexible once you place them in. So you can kind of actually put platforms in between. I'll do the doorway first, actually, because it looks quite nice. And then merging these textures. One of the things about using, well, any kind of building game, really, this will work pretty much if you build in any kind of game, like Conan Exiles is another example of a game that works like this, is that kind of learning how to mix and merge textures together is kind of the secret to making things look cool. And even when you think you have, I don't really have much stuff to work with, actually you have loads. You just got to be a little bit less awkward, I'm going to put this floor in there. So we're going to be using a powered door, like I did in the last video. And a little bit of trick with these, as they always like to snap on the wrong way round, as you can see. So if you actually put the door on first, and you put it in between two foundations, you can get it facing the direction you actually want. Or more specifically, facing the direction I want. Oh, that was the wrong door. I don't want a keypad door, god damn it. Is that the keypad door? Yeah, it is. I don't want the keypad door. You want the powered door, you want this one. Because the keypad door is a whole thing. I won't remember that code. And plus, I don't want you guys seeing the code. I might switch to the keypad door, to be honest, but I'll probably just forget the code. And I don't really mind if you come in my base, to be honest, really. I just like powered doors because they're fun. Let's just pop. I'll do the actual switches off camera. If you watched the last video, I did show you how to do powered switches. It's super simple. And I can't be asked to show you again. So, I'm not gonna, really. Okie dokie. I actually might, but we'll see. It's super simple, though. Oopsie. Also, because the fact that connects to the doors just snapped to the wrong side. So again, you saw the way this part was snapping the wrong direction because it was on the door and it was thinking it was the other way around. So you just put the roof on first. That's just it. And then it'll snap to the correct side of the roof. See? Get in there, you little... Okie dokie. And same again. Except this one's not going to have a doorway. It's going to have kind of effectively, kind of like a... almost like an arrow slit, I guess. It's kind of a window, basically, I can poke my head out of. It's honestly just to give it that kind of fortress feel. It might not be completely... I'm conscious that you're doing this. The towers might not be the same height, but it's fine. We'll manage. That's the wrong one. Put you there instead. Get in, son. Right. Windows. You can obviously use any material you like. I liked the idea of it being wood. Thought it looked grand. I'm conscious of my budget, but it should be fine. The reason I've got loads of budgets is because I've got loads of items stored. I just can't be asked to get rid of them because I might need them. Basically, probably will because it's most of my decorations. Right. Okay. I can probably actually even line it up properly. Let's have a look, see, shall we? So it basically goes up. It's just about what? A little bit kind of say there, roughly, I would probably say. Actually, I'm an idiot. I can actually use the spokes on the side. I can actually use these bits there. So it is... Can't even see that. That's close enough. Screw it. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. I can always just tweak it around in the post period when I'm actually doing the decoration. So yeah, like these walls are a pleasant discovery. I was about to say they're really flexible, but there we are actually not letting me place a doorway in. They're usually pretty good. You might have to kind of tweak it around as a bit like I did there, but usually you can let things kind of sink into the walls a little bit, which is quite cool. They do take up quite a lot of your build limit. These are big concrete walls, so just as an FYI. Let me just go back a second now. You can see what I've done. See, it just kind of gives it a nice little fortress vibe. Then we're going to kind of add some bits and pieces on here to kind of break up the concrete, and it should look quite spiffy. And then because like most of the structure on the inside is just going to be this, most of the stuff here will be like kind of decoration, I guess. Let's do it here. Yeah, I've never done it on a corner actually. Might not work on a corner. We'll have to push it back, or just might not be able to have one. I could maybe even do it. Oh, actually, let's try and do something crazy. We'll try and actually do it actually on this corner. I don't know if I'm ready for this. And we're actually going to line up with that spoke as well. Or whatever that nubbin, whatever that thing is right there. The nubbin. We're going to call it the nubbin. We're going to line up with the nubbin. Cool. I need it way more closer. Pick up, you bastard. Thank you. For those of you who missed it, the other day I joined Many True Nerds charity stream, which is really, really fun for Batsy, Dog, and, well, Dog Home, but I think that we did a cat one as well. We did like a cat so you could, you know, donate to the dogs or the cats, but it all went to the same thing. I think the cats won, to be honest. I didn't watch it all the way to the end. It was really, really good fun. I'll put a link in the description to, I didn't record it on my channel, obviously, because you would have seen it, but Final Render did. He's the one who invited me over. And it was, yeah, it was really, really good fun. Thank you who joined us. Those who missed out, well, there'll be a link in the description so you can watch it. It'll be fun. We played Nuclear Winter. We did not do as well as last time, to be utterly frank. But it was fun, so it's alright. Expect that more often. I'll probably never really do it on the channel, because, well, basically Final Render has a much more impressive stream setup than I do. And I'm lazy. However, I will definitely stream. Follow me on Twitter, basically, if you want to see when I'm streaming with other people. Basically, when I'm being a tourist, effectively. I'm just a dirty little tourist, really. Let everyone else do the work. Oh, sometimes the walls don't have a nubbin on it. Ah, look, there's a nubbin. Nubbin! Oh, get up, you bastard. Right, there we go. Look at that. This is looking good, right? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, it is. I'm actually quite impressed. I love this, because this wasn't actually going to be anything like what I'm building right now. Oh, budget exceeded. I have to get rid of some nonsense now. Get rid of some roofs, get rid of some bits and pieces. Yeah, this initially wasn't going to be anything like this at all. And then I just sort of, look how much build space they take up. More than the wooden bits, actually. Yeah, this wasn't going to be like this at all. Initially, I was just going to kind of do, like, a player home, and I was like, well, this is my new home. And then it evolved into this. Right, so far, that's looking pretty cool. I might add some bits onto that, but I'm quite pleased. We're only 11 minutes into the video as well. Yeah, yeah. Cool. Right, so let's just add some stairs on first. I do wooden, is it? Because I like to kind of contrast the wood and the concrete together, because it's just nice. These are kind of just little arrow slit places. Well, not really arrow slits, because we don't have a bow. We could have a bow, actually. We don't. Can I possibly can? Let's find out. I am going to try and put me platform on. Can I put the platform on? Or will I have to do it the other direction? Yeah. Right, I'm going to get you in a sec. Right, so basically what I can do... Yep, I can do it this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some supports down the side there. But to do that, we need to do my wee technique, which I have shown you before, which is putting one of these here. Here. I'll go that way. It might... No, it should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine, I think. So what we want to do is we want to put some of these metal poles on the corner here, but obviously naturally they snap in the middle, which is dumb and it looks awful and we hate it. I've shown this technique several times already. Most of you will be aware of it, but on the off chance you're not one of the channel regulars, you won't. So now you're going to learn. You will learn. You're going to learn today. Right, okay. From there. So basically you need to force it to... So you put stairs here, and you need to force it to snap in the middle, but in the different middle, basically. I'm going to step underneath that. There we go. Don't think I can step there, which is a bit annoying. I guess I can do it there. We'll put some, like, fence... Oh, I should have put some... Can I put some fences there? Come on. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Right, that looks alright. And then we do it again. The old switcheroo. I'm really full of energy today. Apologies. I had a 4-day weekend the other day and I think I've still got pent-up energy left. Right, super simple. So those of you, again, for the few people who haven't realised what I'm doing, effectively it snaps in the middle, right? So what I'm doing is I'm forcing a new middle that's actually on the corner of this one, and then I'm taking the stuff away. Super simple. It's about tricking the system, basically. It's about tricking it. It's about tricksy hobbits. I can actually snap my bottom, but it'll annoy me if I do that. Oh, wait, no. Ah, that's fine. Is that actually snapping? Is that actually too short? No, that one is. Oh, I know why. Because it's not, that's a bit weird. it's actually snapped a bit further down, which is always weird when it does that. I mean, worst case, I can tweak it. Ah, right, I'll do it off again. 1 second. That's weird. Sometimes the build order of how you do things affects how they snap together. In worst case scenario, I'll just tweak away with this where you guys are off fighting crime or whatever. And I'll do this. I'll see if I can force it that way. Yeah, see, I'll tweak that one myself. It's fine. You ignore me. We'll do that one later. There's a slight gap there, but I'll just fix it out. It might actually be that the platform's a little bit lower. That might... No, it wouldn't make sense. Anyway, right, well, we'll ignore that for a second. Worst case, there'll be a slight gap and you won't be able to unsee it. So sorry about that. Right, so let's just put some gubbins around. Actually, it might be better to do it that way. Yeah, and then we'll have stairs that side. Gorgeous. Where me stairs? Where me stairs, son? So I could build a house in here if you want, and to us it might even look better. However, I really don't want a house. I'm gonna put a floor in again. Can I squeeze a floor in? You're not gonna put stairs in. Usually those ones are because they're a bit thinner. So if you can't put the wooden ones in, you can just put the concrete ones in. It'll be fine. That looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, it's actually probably easier for me to show off without. So it does look like a bit more of an old school fort now. And we're going to add let's add details on the side and I'll dick around with shoving or fixing that thing. So we're going to add some bits and pieces. So I'm going to have... I've done this before, actually. It's basically about kind of adding largely unnecessary but very thematic detail to the side of the structure, right? So technically, these serve no real use. But they look cool. I'm actually going to do it that side. Yeah, we'll do it like that. So as a lot of people mention, it's like, oh, no one can use the guard post. I'm like, yeah, but and? Well, you can. You can stand it if you like. But yeah, you can't assign people to it. But it looks cool. And we're all very superficial here, so that's all I care about. Okay, get in there, you little shit. You gonna sink for Davy? You're not gonna sink for Davy. You're gonna be a bit of a number. Okay. Go green, you shit stain. How about we move the stairs off, right? And put it on a bit. Oh, look at that. That's better, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Okay. Cool. So now let's put some cheeky, very cheeky. Concrete things. Same side, bit of symmetry, which is sometimes nice. Sometimes it's awful. Occasionally it's all right. In this instance, it's all right, so it's cool. We'll put a little cap at the end here. Put a little pile there. There's gonna be a turret on that. Spoiler. Same again. I've got these whole little kind of patterns I've memorized now for kind of certain structures, but I just like the way they look. Sorry if that's destroying the magic a bit for you, but it does look very nice, so it's okay. This is quite a swift one, actually. What I'll do is I'll do these little kind of defensey areas here, and then we will bugger off, and I'll finish the rest, have it all decorated. This is my permanent play home for a while as well, so I'm gonna take a while on this, basically, is what I'm saying. I might not have that like that, but I'll do the other side anyway, just for the sake of symmetry, and then we'll add the bits and pieces on the top of my wee things there. I've already got a plan of what I'm actually gonna do. You'll see that in a bit. Right, let's add some spiky bits on the top, because spiky bits are cool. I swear they're always in the wrong order. Spiky bits, spark boots, cheap and cheerful. Let's add a stone staircase here. Where's the stairs? God damn it. I swear someone, like, moves them around just to mess with me. You can barely see it, but it just bothers me that it's not there. And this is looking rather cool already. So what I'm just give you a wander around. So it feels like a bit more of a fort, right? So what I'm doing is I'm going to add lots more detail to this. This is going to take me a while. However, then when we come back, I'll give you the full tour. This is my new player home, as I'm going to stick to, so you will see this a lot after this video anyway, when I do like other style videos where I'm just talking about stuff. But yeah, give me one moment. Let's make this look a little bit more spiffy. One mo. And we are done. And this looks awesome. Super chuffed with this. We've got my boy here wandering around. I have the voices turned off, otherwise he just doesn't shut up. But he looks cool, and I just quite like the fact that he meanders around. So yeah, this is awesome. I did max out the budget again. I do still wish we got, you're right there, dude. I do still wish we had maybe, say, a third again, or even a quarter again extra would allow me to kind of finish decorating. Just give you the kind of the tour of the front. So I actually quite like putting the dudes behind the guards to post that. That's quite a fun effect. I'm going to do that more often. It just looks, you know, no one actually uses them, so just make them look fun. And I just kind of made it a little bit more excitable on the outside. I do like decorating my little trading post areas, as you lot know. And I've got a little thing for you to ride now, and a machine for you to have drinks from. So the one thing that does miff me a little bit is that I've maxed out the settlement budget. It means on the outside, I can't really, well, do anything with it. It's a bit bland, which is a shame. I could possibly, like, move some stuff around and maybe have it so for example, I had a few posters around, but it's fine. I'm not too bothered. So we've got a decontamination arch. Got there eventually, which is quite cool. This is my main character. My building character hasn't actually got around to getting all the materials for that yet. My main guy does. And I've got a working door because doors are cool. So I got a door, and this actually, as I've mentioned last videos before as well, this locks from both sides, which is quite cool. So that's grand. So I said I went for the backwoods bungalow. I think what it's called. The reason being, as I kind of liked something that felt a little bit more secure, and this is just very, very nice. This actually blocks out all of the rain as well, and so it just kind of feels a little bit more like a, you know, RP wise, a little bit more of a secure location, which is quite nice. Boop. Let's go outside. People keep making noise. It's a very noisy area, this. That's my one criticism. There's always something going on, honestly. But yeah, so I've got wee food area here. I kind of wish I could have a bit more stuff to put the inside, which is a bit of a shame because I did max out my settlement budget. Also, just like around these areas here and around here where I'm walking, it wouldn't actually, because it was like a hill, the stuff was sinking in, which is a bit of a shame. So normally I was going to put some tyres and just kind of, you know, basically put junk everywhere. But unfortunately it wouldn't let me place them. If I had the build limit, what I could probably do is use blueprints to kind of snap them in, kind of glitch them in effectively. But I ran out of build limit anyway, so it wasn't really the point. So I've turned these little areas. They're a bit barren, but I've turned them into little crafting areas. I mean, not a bit barren. I could probably do a bit more with them, but I don't have the build limit, so I've left them as is. But they're quite nice, and you can still peek your head out, which is quite nice as well. Oh, isn't that nice? No, I love none of that. None of that. None of that socialising. So yes, I'm very pleased with how this turned out. Hope it gives you guys a few ideas. And so the big thing with this is just kind of mixing textures up. I mean, to us, if I made this smaller, for example, made it, say, 3x3 almost, you could have kind of like a really tiny fort, and you could actually make it really detailed. I actually might do that, was one of my forthcoming builds. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with this. I can't fit any turrets down, as you noticed, but it still looks pretty cool. Hopefully, eventually, maybe in the future, we'll get a little bit more build limit. But I'm not holding out hope for a while on that, but I'll probably switch bases by that point anyway. So, as always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns. I will have new videos up soon. We're going to start a new gameplay series of something soon. I'm going to have a little gander around if those of you enjoyed the Remnant videos. I'm going to be doing, and I've been having this take about 2 weeks, this one. I will have the painting video of the Fallout Wasteland Warfare miniatures. I had to actually I actually recorded the video and painted the model. I had to redo it because I used my webcam and it just wasn't showing the colours and the detail enough for that level of close-up. So I'm using my phone camera, which is much, much better. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm just stripping the model. It's soaking in stripper so I can scrub all the paint off and start again. And also, as mentioned, if you wanted to see a stream that I did while I joined Many a True Nerds charity stream, I'm going to link you to Final Render's video of it because it's specifically what we did in the description. But until the next video, you guys enjoy the rest of your week. As always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns, and I will talk to your absolutely glorious bunch soon. You take care.